What is up, children of the sun? This is your spiritual advisor, Montre Bible. Happy Sunday. We are going into a new week, and actually, on today, September 21st, we have a eclipse. So I'm just checking my audio real quick. We have an eclipse happening right now. This is an eclipse in Virgo, and it's pushing us to organize our lives. It's pushing us to bring things together, all the information that you've learned, and put it in a nice, neat box. So, as you know, on eclipses, you do not try to manifest anything because it is a new moon. It is a portal into a new phase, a new territory. But we do not try to make things happen during a new moon. And that's because, well, not a new moon eclipse, because an eclipse is very powerful. So you just kind of go with the flow. We're going to have a lot of new changes happening this week. So, like I said, go with the flow, keep things organized. The devil is in the details. Virgo is very about the details. So be sure to just make sure that you are doing what you need to do and take care of everything that you need to do. Without being too general about that, there will be a lot of changes going on this week. Mars, the planet of war and battling, goes into Scorpio. Now, Mars in Scorpio is a very interesting transit because Mars rules Scorpio. Okay, and Scorpio can be about secrets, and it can be very aware of what's going on. Scorpio is very intuitive. It is about death and rebirth. Halloween, Scorpio season, Halloween happens during that time. So we start hearing about the dark and dead, and that's what Scorpio rules, sexuality, death, and rebirth. Okay, with Mars there, we're going to have this energy of all that aggressive energy. It's going to go into more of a strategy kind of thing, because when Mars is Scorpio, revenge is best served cold. So Mars will slow down a little bit and get its strategy for little action. So this is a good time for you to take what you've learned from here, from the past, and start developing your strategy on what you want to do before you take action. Because Scorpio is still a water sign, and Scorpio is going to be about secrets, putting all your info out there into the open. So just remember that Mars and Scorpio will bring that energy out. Mars and Scorpio is also, because Scorpio is about sexuality. I feel like we're going to have, especially during Halloween, you're going to have a lot of strong energy, people wanting to express themselves. It's going to bring a lot. I think you're going to see a lot of guys. What kind of costumes the men will be wearing during Halloween? Mars and Scorpio, I think we'll probably have more sexy outfits for men during Mars and Scorpio during the Halloween time. I'm really interested to see how that plays itself. I'm just saying, because maybe, I don't know if we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Maybe there'll be people with Superman costumes or something like that. But I don't know what's going to be the number one costume this year. If you think you can put it in the comments below. Mars and Scorpio is more of a strategic kind of energy. People trying to get their strategy together. The sun will be entering Libra on Monday. So that's still going to kind of water down the energy for Mars, because Mars was in Libra already, and Mars in Libra is not a good place for Mars, because Mars likes to battle out, Libra likes to get along. So I think with and Libra's ruled by Venus. With the sun going into Libra, this week will be more of a week of getting along. Happy birthday to all the Libras out there too. It is upon us, and it's going to be more about like I said, let's get along. Um, what can we do to bring ourselves together? Mm, yeah, it's more of a collective energy because Libra is ruled by Venus, and that's love energy. You know, relationships, not always, not like romantic relationships, just relationships in general. September 23rd, the rapture happens. Just kidding. I know there's a lot of rumors going out that the rapture is happening on September 23rd. No, the rapture is not happening. It's already happened. If you guys have been following Satan's Little Season, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I digress on that one. What did you say? I see here. Okay. Good to see you guys here. Be sure to hit on the video if you guys are joining me. Mars is doing some interesting connections with Neptune. Neptune is a planet of the confusion and illusions. So with Mars doing some interesting for about a week, there won't be as much conflict as there's been in this previous week. People will be probably second guessing themselves because Mars will be in Scorpio, and then it's doing an interesting connection with Neptune. Neptune is, for right now, still in Aries, but it's at 0 degrees. So, well, I've always said that Neptune in Aries is spiritual warfare. It'll slide back into Pisces and cool off for a second, but not yet. But with Mars making an interesting connection all week with Neptune, people will feel less about battling because it's foggy. Neptune is about the fog, and people will be confused about their argument, and there'll be more tendency for people to back off. So this week versus last week or this previous week, where I saw a lot of people battling it out on arguments and things, this week I don't think we'll see that. The sun will be opposing Neptune. So the sun will be in Libra. Neptune is still in Aries. So there's still some confusion with relationships. This is going to be all week long from 21st to the 25th. The sun is in Libra, that wants to connect with people, but it's still opposing Neptune and Aries. The spiritual warfare is still happening. People will still be confused. I'm thinking the arguments will calm down, but people still won't get along because there's still that confusion with Neptune there in Aries. Okay, so just be expecting that. Again, let's give it a week for people to cool down. If you guys know what I'm talking about with the arguments and stuff, I've seen them online all over the place, whether I've been involved in them or not. But man, people are heated about whatever thing they particularly believe. The sun is making interesting connection with Mars as well. Remember, the sun will be in Libra. Mars is going into Scorpio. So all week long, what did I say? Mars? Scorpio, that's right. People will their high horse. It will still be challenging people. The sun is trine Uranus. A trine is when the sun and another planet are in the same element. So the sun is in Libra, Uranus is in Gemini. Gemini is social, people. Uranus is about innovation. So I'm thinking like in the internet. There will be communication online with a lot of people, and people will have more the tendency to get along. I do sense that things will be smoothing out this week in regards to online relationships. And there's a trine also with Pluto Pluto in Aquarius. Once again, Aquarius rules society and the whole versus the individual, different groups. So even within your own social group, whatever you identify as your own social group, there will be a little bit more a collectiveness with that. So that's good. Or whatever group you're in. The moon will enter into Scorpio midweek. So we get that spooky energy once again, connecting also with the sun. Emotions and intellect. But we are already on it, so there won't be a new one. On Friday, the moon will be into Sagittarius, giving us a little bit more optimism about the future and what we want to do. I will be pulling some cards for the collective this week. Let's pull first an oracle message for the collective. Let's see. What is the collective energy for everyone? What is happening, everybody? Thank you for everyone who's joining me. Be sure to hit that like button. I'm trying a new streaming platform, but I'm trying to see if I can see you guys' chats. And it's clear if I can see you guys. Let me see. All right, so let's pull a card for the week. Creator of all things, please give me insight into this week's energy. What is the message you have for the collective? Oh, wow. We have the Saint. The Saint represents being your best self. It is also consulting an individual who's older than yourself, finding a third party to connect with. It's connecting with tradition. It is religion. So what you want to do this week is what is something traditional that you know works for you? Do you have a practice that you do, a spiritual practice that you do? If you don't, then it's good to connect with someone or talk to someone else regarding any issues that you have, whether it's a counselor or a priest. The Saint shows that we are not alone, that we to someone when we want to connect with the higher source. Let's pull some cards. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my lighting, but obviously that's working. I don't want to get all y'all in my armpit. Oh. Let me reshuffle that. This week's energy. I'm definitely seeing more love this week. That's really good for you, for everyone. We got Swords, talking about period of rest. We are going to sit at this with the Four of Swords. We're taking time to contemplate what has happened, putting the swords down. There won't be a lot of fighting this week. The Ace of Cups, the universe wants to soothe the energy and bring in us an energy of love. And because we're coming off of a new moon, a lot of y'all are going to start getting your wishes come true. The Nine of Cups shows me that you're going to start seeing some manifestations of some things that you've been hoping for and wishing for, which is really good for a lot of you. All right, so let's pull some cards for everyone to say about your particular zodiac sign. Let's start with Aries and Aries rising. Aries and Aries rising. Aries, you have the Knight of Cups and it's in the reverse. You may not be very trusting about a certain situation. It could be with somebody older than you with the Emperor card there. Also, because the Emperor card is your energy, Aries, you may not trust a situation, so you decide to take control over everything. Be careful about over controlling things, okay, Aries, because you don't like somebody or you don't trust. Sometimes there's a tendency to overdo things, and you don't want to do that, okay? So in this case, I see that a lot of things will get easier for you this week, and you just need to maybe like let go and let God, because the Saint is there, which is saying maybe ask somebody's help or consult a third party in your situation. Let's go to Taurus and Taurus rising. Taurus and Taurus rising. Taurus and Taurus rising. Taurus, you have the King of Wands, and it's in the reverse. The King of Wands reverse is either you or someone else in your situation. Could be a fire sign, could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody who is abusing their power, and also if it's dealing with you, you're not using your power correctly, or you are being hesitant about doing something when you have the power to do it. So it represents someone who is got all power but isn't doing something or abusing their power. Once again, we have the Emperor card reverse. You could be dealing with an Aries. So it's like I had the message for Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries who is abusing their power with you, and you may have to need to put your. I do sense there's a lot of love here in situation. If you're in a relationship with a fire sign, get some therapy. I know that sounded bad, but no, because we have the Saint here, and it's usually a third party that needs to be involved to help you out. So if you're dating or in a connection with a fire sign and they're causing you some problems this week, there's still not saying break up with this person or leave them alone. There's some energy here, or there could have been a breakup in the past, and you guys get back together. Don't just take face value. Definitely get some therapy, or do some couple counseling of some sort, because there's some control issues involved with the connection that you have with some other person. Okay. All right. If you need a personal reading, go ahead and hit me up. At least I can give you some advice on that. Let's go into the Geminis and Gemini rising. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching this live, go ahead and hit that like button for me. I'm on Geminis right now. I'm going to talk to the Geminis, Gemini rising, and Gemini sun. Gemini, you have the Strength card. Feeling very strong with that Sun in Libra. You'll be feeling very good. Social time for you. Libra is about socializing. You like to socialize. You have the Strength card. You will be working in your power. This is the time for you to go ahead and manifest your desire. I see that if you start focusing on one thing, not 5, 1, then you will get your desire. It needs to be something that you have a love connection with. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. That's the reading I'm getting for you. That's what's coming through. So Gemini, I think the energy is really pushing you forward. Let's move on to Cancer and Cancer rising. Cancers, how are y'all been? I know y'all been going through it. All this moon energy, this eclipses, I know y'all get kind of tipsy. Not tipsy in a drunk way, but kind of, it's powerful. All right, Cancer and Cancer rising. Cancer, you got the Temperance card. The Temperance card represents your healing. Okay, it's about Sagittarius. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Also, the Temperance card represents patience. So whatever you're dealing with, and you need to have patience with it and not go too fast. You have the Ace of Pentacles as well. So the Ace of Pentacles represents opportunity coming to you. Okay. And so take this opportunity and go slow with it. Okay. This is not a time to speed up or do anything or jump the gun. Okay. So be sure. Oh, I love it when I have haters, right? Let's get him out of here. Let's see. And you are blocked. You're doing something right when you have haters. All right, he's blocked. Just trying to help people, man. I tell you, when you're trying to help them, they still gonna give you hate. Anyways, go ahead and hit that like button if you like what I'm doing. There are people who don't, but I don't even know why you're watching. Right? It's funny. So the Temperance card is about patience and healing. So what do you need healing with? What do you need patience with? You're gonna have it. And if you're patient, I feel like an opportunity is coming your way. But you do have to slow down on what you're doing. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Leo. Leo and Leo rising. Leo and Leo rising. Leo and Leo rising. Leo, you've got the Page of Pentacles reversed. Wow. With you, Leo, what I'm going to say is that you may not be seeing the full potential in a particular person that you might be dealing with. Also, it could be also with the Page of Pentacles reversed that somebody in your life sees you as a great opportunity that they want to take advantage of. Like, not advantage, but they see you as this new beginning. But also, it could be that you're not seeing the fullness of somebody. Also, you have on the bottom of the deck the Chariot card, and the Chariot card is about moving full speed ahead. I think that if somebody knew Leo, this person could be the one, and you may not realize it. You may not realize how this person is the one. This could be an ex, possibly, or new love. But there is somebody in your life that this is your Nine of Cups. This is the one. So the message here, it could be a Cancer too. You might be dealing with a Cancer. The Chariot card represents Cancer. This could be someone who's very opposite of your energy as well. But things are moving very quickly with you two. And with this eclipse, this might be moving even faster. All right, so I'm going to move to Virgo. Virgo rising. So the eclipse was, so Virgo guys will be feeling a lot of things. Let's move, let's see for Virgo. Virgo. You've got the Two of Wands. Virgo, once again, you're in your head and you're trying to get your plan of action together. You want to just plan things out. And I think you need to focus on, it could be a relationship. You got the King of Cups or some creative pursuit that you are trying to do. So, Virgo, you're making plans this week about what you want to do, and you feel emotionally stable. You feel connected. This week is good for you about any creative pursuit that you want to do or romantic pursuit you want to do. If there's somebody that you truly are interested in, the King of Cups might represent that, or it might represent you. You might be dealing with the water sign that you are truly into. Hey, China, nice to see you. What's up? I know you. Hey, what is happening? Thanks for the love. Hit that like button for me. All right. We're not on Pisces. China's a Pisces. I know that. We're not there yet. Virgo, you're in the planning stages here. If you notice this card, the ball is in his hands. He's got the earth in his hands and he's got the wand. He's trying to get his plan of action. I feel like, Virgo, you're at this crossroad where you're trying to figure things out. So take your time. No need to figure it out this week. Not for you. But there are some good things happening for you as well. There's some good things happening for everybody this week. This is a great week for everyone. Peaceful, not as chaotic. Really good energy. Take it easy today, because anything can happen during an eclipse. Well, we will be feeling all the eclipse energy for about 6 months, so still anything can happen. With Libra, I love this for Libra. I really do. I seriously do. Libra, you have the Two of Swords reversed. This is such Libra energy. As the sun moves in Libra, you have the Two of Swords reversed, and don't like to make decisions. And if this is ever a Libra, the Two of Swords reversed, you be feeling this. Libra, you don't want to make a decision. You're just like, no, I'd rather not. I see both sides. You're sitting in the middle. You're like, nope. The King of Cups. I feel like you're going to be that person to bring people together. When you see chaos, you are that voice of reason, and use that energy, because the sun will be moving into your sign. You'll be feeling the love. You'll be feeling the energy, that boost of energy. And also, even if you're dealing with the King of Cups, could be someone else's energy and that you're trying to decide to have a relationship with. That can also be the case. It doesn't have to be a man. I'm just saying King of Cups is someone who expresses love and creativity very easily. I'm thinking that's you, because you're very creative yourself. But also it could be a love relationship that you feel undecided about. Could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But in the very least, if it's you, you're like in between. I feel like you're like the middleman in a situation. You are the saint in this situation. You are the third person. You're that person that people are coming to, and you're like, I don't know. So it's a funny energy for Libras, because sometimes you guys are always in the middle, maybe of two friends who don't get along, and you're the one to try to make amends and try to get people to get along. So good energy. I think if you hold out, things will work out. Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you've got Mars going into your sign. Mars going into your sign, you're going to feel some fire, some passion, a little oomph. You may have some issues sleeping with Mars going into your sign, Scorpio. So just kind of keep that in mind. Or you may burn the midnight oil. So get your rest would be my advice for you, because Mars just, when it gets into your sun sign, it's just like, it fires everything up. And so I want you guys to be aware of that type of energy. Okay? Hold up real quick. Make sure my chat is... Pause. Sorry, this is a new streaming platform that I'm using, Restream. So I want to make sure I see everything. All right. So where was I? Mars going into Scorpio. So Mars going into Scorpio, you're going to be feeling a lot of that energy. Um, let's pull a card for the Scorpios. Ooh, Scorpio. Be careful with that Mars energy. Okay, you have the uh, Power card, which is chaotic. It can bring destruction. Maybe you are being a chaotic force. um, that's bringing destruction. Typical Scorpio. Anytime a Scorpio enters your life, you can always expect change. You may be the catalyst of change that you are looking for or not looking. Don't expect that at all. You have the Hermit card reverse. Try to avoid overthinking things. Also, you could be dealing with a Virgo. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, this could be involved with that. So it's kind of hard to tell. But try to avoid overthinking things so that you can navigate this energy better. It's not a crazy energy because the main energy reading was the Ace of Cups. So it could be that Scorpio, you could have someone enter into your life that you didn't expect. That is a thinker, and they shake your world up, or you shake somebody else's world up, overthinking things and not moving. And you got a couple of people here that are really moving. Could be dealing with a Libra. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the moon will move into your sign later on in the week, on Friday, I think. Yes, Friday. So let's pull a card for you. Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. You have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords represents getting over your fears and anxieties. You could have on the bottom of the Devil card. So I feel like you've had some doubts or some issues, some, what is it called? Self-sabotage issues, or something that you've been afraid of, something that's been holding you back. And this week you are seeing a light and you're just saying, you know what? That's not the truth. Because one thing about Sagittarius, I'll tell you, is Sagittarius will figure out the truth. And I think you're figuring out the truth. You took a break and you're moving forward. And you're going to have some type of epiphany this week about a certain situation that you're going through, that you say, you know what? I'm not going to let this hold me back. And that's the message I have for Sagittarius. You're figuring something out. Also, you could be dealing with the Capricorn. All right, because the Devil card represents Capricorn. Let's go on to Capricorn. Speaking of which, what is your week like? Coming up. If you guys would like a personal reading, you see that little scroll on the bottom. Get this book, that reading. MontreBible.com. Okay. Let's do Capricorn rising. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. Capricorn, you got the King of Cups reversed. Could be dealing with the water sign. King of Cups reverse represents someone who is emotionally unstable. If it is you who's emotionally unstable, your emotions are all over the place. Capricorn, it could be you because maybe you're not dealing with your emotions or how you feel about a particular issue. The King of Cups reverse is someone who's emotionally unavailable, which sounds like Capricorn. You might be closing off to love. You may be closing off to your emotions. And the Fool card is on the bottom of the deck because you just don't want to take a chance. So with the King of Cups reverse, represents someone who's emotionally unavailable, who's not showing their emotions because they're afraid. With the Fool card reverse, you're looking at the statistics and you're like, nope, not going to do it. There could be, especially if you're a single Capricorn, if you have been single for a while, maybe you just came out of breakup, there could be new love coming into your life, trying to come into your life, but you are denying it because you're like, nope, don't trust it. Capricorn, give it a chance. Come on. Especially if you're a single Capricorn. Four Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. There could be someone coming into your life that is good for you, and you don't want to take a chance on it because you're just being too realistic. You're not being romantic, basically. And I understand, I get it, but yeah, there could be somebody. You just have to give it a chance. If that resonates, it resonates. But this is just what I see. Also, the King of Cups could be someone who has an addiction as well. It could be someone who drinks too much. Maybe you have a loving relationship with somebody, or you want a loving relationship with someone, and you guys broke up, but maybe they have a drinking issue, but you still love them and things come back, or something of that nature. Or they're either emotionally distant or they have some type of drinking issue. King of Cups can be someone who's a drunk. That's why I'm saying that. And it can be a drunk or someone who is just showing their emotions properly. Okay. Which is a lot of men. The Aquarius rising. Oh, I got a jumper. All right, Aquarius, you have the Four of Cups. Speaking about emotionally unavailable, the Four of Cups represents being emotionally unavailable between you and another individual. It's basically the same message I just said before. The Four of Cups is the hand of God trying to offer you love and nourishment, but you've got your arms closed. What's going on? You feeling like Capricorn? You're just like, I'm not interested. So I'm sensing like with you, Aquarius, there could be some energy of someone trying to come into your life and you're just being distant. You're just like, nope, not feeling that either. The Six of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. It could be someone that you are helping or needs help. Okay. You may be being called. Oh my gosh. If anyone's being called, it's always the Aquarius. You may be being called to assist somebody or help somebody. You might not be feeling it either. It's like, it may not be a romance. It could be somebody that you're supposed to offer your love to, and you're just like, I'm tired. That's what I'm kind of getting when you're like, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. But no, go the extra step and offer your love to people that need it. Offer your guidance to people that need it. The Saint card, this is going to be you. Aquarius, you have a lot of good insight. And so just put yourself out there. I know you may be recharging your batteries. Recharge your spiritual batteries and offer your love, because you're going to get the most fulfillment when you're giving and not taking. All right, let's get on without. Last but not least, to do the Pisces. Pisces and Pisces rising. Pisces, look at this jumper. It came out and you got the Four of Wands. This is feeling very good in relationships. This is celebrating, feeling stable. The 1111 card, as I like to call it. A wish fulfilled. I feel like I think love has come into your life. You're feeling very good about it. You have the Ace of Swords. Pisces, what is going on? I feel like there's some communication happening between you and another individual, and there is some strong connections happening. You're going to be feeling very good. Either it's in a relationship, makes you feel very fulfilled, or with the Ace of Swords there, you're having at least a connection, because you go from the Four of Swords, where I'm chilling, nothing's happening, to all of a sudden I'm celebrating. I'm having a good time. Which is great. It's great for you. So I feel like there's either you're on the very low end, you're either attending a party of some sort and you're feeling the love. In the middle ground, you're getting communication about a relationship that is bringing you fulfillment. or you're connecting on a very strong creative project that you and something is finally happening with it. Something that you work that involves your creative energy. Something very important is happening with you in that regard. So I like that for you, being a Pisces myself. Sorry, that was a horrible laugh. You still may need some help. I do sense the Saint card is there. So you may need to consult someone for assistance, or you could be, the Saint card is something that you traditionally do. The Saint card also represents the Hierophant, which is also marriage. So you might be getting into a relationship that is long term. Here's the angel message for the collective for this week. All right, clear cognizance. Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is the angel of fire, lightning. Pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are answered prayers. Okay. A lot of you guys are going to have some spiritual downloads that are going to really inspire you to do better. Use that idea. Push it. Okay. And finally, let's get a moon card for this week. Moon card for this week. Look at there. We just had a new moon. We're in a new moon right now. And that's the card for today, for this week, is a new moon. A new start is coming. A new start is coming. Excuse me. Yes, this is the new moon eclipse is about a massive new beginning happening in everyone's life. We are starting a new phase, a new chapter of your story, of your life story. A new chapter is beginning. So be excited for that. Be optimistic about that. Something big is about to happen in your life. If you would like more details about that, you can for reading with me. Of course, you can see the scroll, MontreBible.com. If this resonates with you, please hit that like button. If you would like to bless me and buy my dog some dog snacks, you can cash at me at Montre Bible. It's, the $ Montre Bible. And also I have some merch on YouTube. So if you guys want to support the channel, you can do it that way as well. I love you guys and I thank you for watching through this. I appreciate you guys for listening. So I'm just not talking into the ether. And remember to make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? Bashem Yeshua, Ashe. Talk to you guys later. Peace.